Howdy there. Welcome back, beautiful, beautiful people. On this episode of Jupiter Juice, we are talking about the Gemini Guide. Hey, Geminis. Oh my God, my birthday is in 3 weeks. May 30th, Gemini Baddie. Where are my Gemini baddies? I'm trying to be excited.
Not you doing all. Yes! I'm trying to be excited.
That duality.
Okay. Right.
Two sides.
There we go.
Two sides of the same coin. Because what is life? What is life? And you know how we Geminis can get. We can get a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I mean, look at the person running this country.
Oh, he is a Gemini. We'd be forgetting about that.
Yeah, I digress. Anyway, so on this episode of the Gemini Guide, we're going to dissect Geminis and, you know, what they bring to the table. We're definitely going to talk about the misconceptions because there are some. Because y'all be haters. Y'all be hating on Geminis. But I swear to God, like, we're really good for the collective. You know? Okay, we're the thinkers. We're the you know, we like to talk. We're witty. You know? Okay? Like, the community builders, I should say. Well, outside of Aquarius, you know. But anyway.
The charm, the air.
Yeah.
The ideas, the curiosity.
Exactly. And we have one of, our generational planets that just entered the sign of Gemini, which is Uranus. So it's definitely, this energy is playing a huge role for a lot of us over the course of the next 7 years. So, yeah, let's dive into it. Oh, but before we do, you want to explain, you know, other things?
Yeah. So first of all, like, comment, and subscribe. What are you doing? Get to that, please. Just kidding. Oh my God, that felt so mean. Also, we are offering readings. So Ronnie offers birth chart readings. Let this gal dive up in your birth chart, let you know what's going on. Okay, she gets to the nitty gritty. She pulls it out of you. She shows you the map. She helps you navigate the map. Okay, or come on over to me. We're going to read your tarot. We're going to break down the energy surrounding you, how to use that energy to your power, how to navigate the energy around you. Okay. Whether that comes to love, romance. I said love and romance twice. As you can see, I love a love reading. Career, your life's purpose. Maybe you want to get in touch with your ancestors and your guides. Come on over. We are making a tarot deck. So all proceeds from the readings are, going to go ahead and go to that. Also, subscribe to our email list so you can keep up to date with that tarot deck so you can see what's going on with that. Alrighty. Exciting stuff underway.
Yes, very exciting. Well, that's all for now. Stay tuned for the Gemini Guide. I'm Ronnie.
And I'm Lee.
And welcome back to Jupiter Juice, your cosmic check-in for all things astrology, pop culture, and spiritual self-discovery. And on this episode, we are talking about one of the most beautiful signs.
Just gorgeous, just radiant. I would argue that.
The maniacs of the Zodiac. Gemini. Dun, dun, dun.
Gemini. Right? I know, I saw you wear that.
I am. So maybe this episode will be a little bit chatty, in true Gemini form. But yeah, so basically, Geminis, they're ruled by Mercury. It's the planet of the communication, thinking, all that jazz. But, of course, Mercury rules 2 signs. So it rules Gemini and Virgo. The Gemini side is more of the communicative type of side, the community, like the flirty, the very friendly type of side. Friendly. Virgos can be friendly. No, they can't. They are friendly, but they're just more like bubbly. A lot of times, especially if you're a Gemini rising, they may come across as like more youthful. It is a mutable sign. So they go with the flow. It's an air sign, it's definitely in that nature. So it's just like da 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 do 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 do. I just think about SpongeBob jellyfishing.
Yeah, he gotta have some Gemini.
Yeah, he Gemini something.
Like some Pisces. Yeah,
Pisces and Gemini. Pisces rising.
Could definitely see that.
Pisces rising or Pisces sun for sure. But his birthday is on his driver's license.
What is SpongeBob sign?
Hold on, let me see. Pause. Hold on, we gotta tangent. Oh my god, he's a Cancer. I can see that. That's vibes. Okay, July 14th, 1986.
Okay, I could see that.
Oh my god, he's old.
He is.
Oh my god, he's about to be 40.
Wow.
Yeah, he's about to be 40. So he's a Cancer. Okay, I can get Cancer a little bit. He does have a little crabby.
Yeah,
crabby vibe.
He be in his feelings. He be crying.
Yeah, he do. Gary.
Yeah, attachment. Yeah.
But anyway, this is not about SpongeBob. Right. Even though we love SpongeBob. Yes. But man, I guess before I dive into my feelings about Gemini, because I do, I don't exactly I love the energy, of course, but also I do have, my gripes, and things like that with the Gemini, archetypes, I guess, like what that brings, especially dealing with that type of energy in my own chart. But how do you view Gemini energy?
So I feel like Gemini, I like to think of the Zodiac as like moving through and progressing and building upon itself each sign. So before you get Taurus, where it's like, I'm very aware of my body and my senses. Then you get to Gemini, it's like, okay, I'm aware of my body, but now I'm aware of my mind and the world around me. So I think that's where the curiosity comes in. It's like the first time you see something outside of yourself and you're like, wow, what is that? Let me follow that path. You see another thing. Wow, what is that?
Yeah, it's like a kid. When a kid realizes they exist at like 5 years old or something it's like, oh my God.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, oh my God, your first existential crisis.
Yeah.
Gemini energy right there.
Exactly.
So, because air signs deal with your intellect, ideas, they're a bit more comfortable in that space rather than the emotional space. So they're more comfortable dealing with the mental thinking. It might seem like overthinking, but I feel like it could be a form of even self-soothing in a way, because it's like, instead of going down, you're going up.
Yeah.
And it's like, you're more comfortable in those worlds.
Okay.
Not okay.
Thank you for making me feel okay with that, because I do view it as a self-soothing type of act. Because it's like, when it comes to certain things that happen and just in life, just no matter what it is, things that you got to think about, work through, or whatever, is a lot of times it's hard for me to allow things to just go with the flow. And that, I guess that version of air energy, it's like, I have to always think about it. Okay, yeah, how do I get through this? Instead of just surrendering. I feel like Geminis can have a hard time with surrendering. Really, I would say Virgo and Gemini, both of them have a hard time with letting go and letting things kind of unfold. Because the thing is, okay, for example, I'm going to use Kendrick Lamar. He's a Gemini. He's he's at the end. He's June 17th. Okay, I'm gonna use him as an example, and this is my assumption. Okay, so let's say with the Drake situation, right? It took a while for him to respond, and I can tell you almost for a fact that man was thinking every second of every day in his dreams about how he was going to attack.
How am I going to respond?
How am I going to attack? His Mars is in Cancer too.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. He was feeling. Oh, he was feeling scorned. Oh, he's feeling scorned.
He was scorned. Okay, Yeah. But I mean, hey, he played it well because of his wit and his intellect, and his wordplay. He has that strong Gemini energy, so it definitely helped him with that. But I can guarantee you, because the thing is, he was dropping songs back to every other hour.
He had them loaded up.
Exactly. That is
load the clip.
Yes, do not. That's the thing with Gemini energy. Is just we gonna think of every scenario. And I tell people how my mind works. So Doctor Strange, and how when he sits there and they ask him when is something gonna happen or how is this gonna play out, he literally sits there and goes and goes through millions of events. That is how my brain goes. It's And especially because like if I'm angry, so my Mercury's in Taurus, right? So I'm slow to respond, but best believe I am thinking about every response. And I have to get through, because if I respond like my Mars and Leo,
it's going to be like, oh,
it's going to be bad. So I need to go through every single scenario, every single one before I respond to you, especially if you piss me off. So yeah, that is
thinking. Up in them thinking chambers.
My brain hurts. And when she does readings, when she started doing readings for me, she would say like your brain felt like
swollen. It was like, all right, there's a lot going on. When I do readings for any type of air sign, I'd be like, let me ground myself, because I'm like finding myself going like, oh, what's this? Trying to pick up everything. That's how we focus on. And I think that is a thing about Gemini placements or Gemini energy per se. It's like the focus, and unless you learn how to wield in that focus, it's going to be like hard for you to navigate that terrain, that mental space, you know?
It can be hard to complete tasks too. Yeah. I feel like I wouldn't say mastered, but I started getting a grasp on, you know, how to complete tasks with this particular energy. I would say the good thing about Gemini energy is that we do have the capacity to do multiple things. Mm-hmm. When you meet a Gemini, especially like a Gemini rising, or, you know, something with very strong Gemini placement.
Ty is Gemini rising.
Yeah.
He's so Gemini rising.
Yeah.
He gives so Gemini rising. Oh my God.
But it's like they could do like multiple things, you know what I'm saying? And that's like the beauty of it. Like very talented, you know, just very, very talented individual.
Absolutely. Very.
Yeah.
I think definitely, because it's like you're outside of yourself now. It's the first time you're outside of yourself. And now you're able to like pick up everything, be inspired by it, and then let it shine through you. And I think Geminis really shine with talent. Yeah. Like you're a very talented person.
Thank you.
I think that a lot of Geminis are very talented in music and communication too.
Oh yeah.
Like when it comes to channeling those words and putting them out there, and then also like the charisma of Gemini. Yeah. Let's not forget about that. Let's not forget about the charisma. So it's like you're in the mental world, you're bringing down all those like downloads and stuff, and like seeing the world around you and making it something like beautiful, but not only beautiful, but like inspiring and aspiring for other people to see and be like, wow, that's really cool. Like, that's very interesting. Yeah. And kind of be attracted to that. So I think Geminis know how to like garner a certain attention. Not, I guess, like how people give Leos all the real estate for attention for some reason. I don't know. But it is what it is. Their sun. But I think Geminis on their own right can be bright and shiny, like how they see other things. Yeah. Bright and shiny.
Because, things look bright. It's definitely the curiosity. Like me, I people watch. I people watch everywhere I go. I'm always aware of my surroundings, because also I need to know if I need to slap somebody, because they try to run up. Nobody got time for that. But still, like I do observe people. I observe like their little quirks and things like that. Like I observe her quirks. Like my fiance, like the closest.
What's my quirk?
No, that.
Oh shit! That. What? My head bobbing. Everybody be like, your head always bobbing, ho.
Like,
bob head ass.
I did that tall thing, like, wait, girl, I did that. Yes.
I just be bursting in my head.
And then when she's talking seriously, she does a swallow thing.
I do.
Do the swallow thing, and then like when you're explaining, like when she's really into it, if she does the swallow thing, like she's really passionate about it. Like I don't know how to describe it. It's so, and then but it's like you go like it, and then you point.
Auntie ass shit. Baby, what you gonna do? You gonna take that? Like, okay, girl.
But it's just I observe. If you're close to me, I know your quirks. That's just like, and it's all love, I have to know the people around me, So I think it's really cool. But I would say the shadow side of Gemini is, okay, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Maybe, I guess, like the two-faced allegations, right? And I can see why. I can understand, because I feel like Libra also gets that as well. But under the guise of like Gemini and that air sign quality, the thing is like I am a devil's advocate girl down. Because I remember
You do.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. No, because I'm go ahead and finish. I'm gonna get into something.
No, but I am a true devil's advocate. I am a true
literally
devil's advocate.
You'll say this is like, and it's something I noticed with literally all Gemini placements. And you just be like, okay, girl. They will stand on their side. Like, no, I really think this. I think this. I think this. And you're like, I don't know. And then you start to agree with them. They'll go to your side. Well, I mean, then that. You just said that you just like wanted to, but it's to make the conversation interesting. Yeah. I think, and I don't think it's like a battle of like, ooh, but it's because it's like that intellectual thing that they're going through in their mind, trying to like merge things together, bring things together, be the bridge in the middle. Yeah. So it's like, it's not about like, I don't even think it's about being right or anything like that. It's more so about like, well, I see this side and I see this side. How are we going to bring them together? And it's like, okay. And you just got to let them do their own thing. Yeah. Cause I'd be like,
no shade. I mean, okay. I was going to bring up Kaylani.
Is she a Gemini?
No, but we had a conversation about her. You were so
because and I feel how I feel. I'll be like, all right, whatever. You can feel how you feel.
No, look, I was like, I mean, I understand why people say what they say, but she's still Fido sometimes, Yeah. But also, I get it, but I also understand. I mean, like, I get the bad and I get the good, and I understand why this person is the way they are. And that's the thing, like, when it comes to people, because I observe people, I observe their great qualities. Of course, you gotta have the great, gotta outweigh the bad. But I know your bad stuff too. You know what I'm saying? And it's a form of acceptance. It's like everyone is flawed. You know what I'm saying? And so, in order to, I guess, develop a close connection with someone, because like everyone sucks in some facet. You know what I'm saying? Like everyone has a sucky quality about them, right? But the goal is, at least for me in my mind, in my Gemini energy, is to understand that sucky part and why. The why behind that. Like, is it childhood trauma? Is it something that you're going through? Hell, is it the transits? Why you're being an asshole right now? You know what I'm saying? And so that's why it's just like, okay, yeah, just try to understand. I just try to understand every facet of a person. And that's what comes through, like, with my observation, my curiosity.
Yes, the lights and the dark.
Yeah. And people are interesting as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, very. Like, wow, you're weird. But it's like,
she a people person.
That's so intriguing.
And that's another duality too.
Yeah.
You're a people person, and then you be like, everybody sucks.
Yeah, everybody sucks. That's my thing. Like, I literally say, like, people scare me.
Two completely different thoughts.
Yeah.
But it's good to hold space and be open-minded.
Yeah.
It's good to be an open-minded individual.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, man. That's...
You want to get into the houses?
Yes, let's get to the houses, because we could talk all day. So, Gemini Rising. I love Gemini Risings, except for one. But
I'm screaming.
Gemini Rising, and that is Gemini in the first house, of course. So, that vibe. So, I would say, like, this is kind of how you present. This is how you bust out into the world. Like, hey, what's up? So, a lot of Gemini Risings that I know, all of them are older than me, but all of them seem younger than me. Very youthful. They might be 45, 50. They attacking some new career or new hobby.
Right.
Child.
Always got something going on.
Always got something going on. I mean, some arts.
New venture.
Artsy people, child.
On the go. Very artsy. Very artsy.
Very artsy. Very on the go. Very sociable. They're going to go on a vacation. They're going to... they just vibes, but definitely very youthful, very friendly, but also like shadow side. They can pretend. Well, it depends on other placements. Pretending like, stuff don't bother them, but it do.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That little pretend stuff.
Absolutely. I definitely can see that. Yeah.
Pretending.
Absolutely. Or just kind of just, yeah. It's not even just glazing over. It's just like, I don't care.
Yeah, I don't care.
I don't care.
Oh, yeah, baby. But then you crying.
And it's like, it's okay.
Yeah.
You can care. So what?
Exactly.
If you care.
But
fine.
I think I would say I feel like a Gemini. Okay, we're gonna go two-faced and just be a little shallow here. If we're gonna be a little shallow, I would say Gemini rising could probably get a two-faced rap versus a Gemini sun.
I think so. Because also, like, they have so much going on all the time. Like, they're just always have their hands in so many different pots.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's impossible to be, I guess, loyal.
Yeah.
Or like super down for one thing when you're one foot is out the door going to the next thing.
Yeah.
So
I actually called one out. Like they tried to call me out on something. And like, you know, and I questioned them. I said, you're going behind this person back and talking mess about them to me, and then you talk about mess about me to them or whatever. And it was like, nah, that's not what it is. I'm like, oh, okay, cool.
So what is it?
Then I get a phone call from the person. Oh, this person said this about you. And I'm like, literally 5 minutes ago, this person just told me that, and I called her out on it. I was like, yo, what the? And she was like, nah. I'm like, yeah.
The gossip is going to happen.
The gossip.
And
pretending like you don't gossip.
Yes, the gossip is going to happen. The gossip is going to happen.
That's because, oh, baby, I always got in trouble for talking in school, child. Always. No, child. But yeah, Yapper Central. I wonder what the rising size of the yappers, the two TikTok yappers. I want to know some
I don't even
TikTok.
know what you're talking about.
Like, just, you know, they have the yapper community. You know, like people who just be getting online and talking mess.
I'm literally not a yapper. Like, I'm not in the yapper community.
I mean, like,
or in general, or like this is actual community.
You know, like, you know, I don't want to call these people yap. You know, they got podcasts now. Okay, like Jamila, or like, or like,
we was on two different. I thought you was talking about literally. There's a community called the yapper community.
Girl, what is that?
That's
is
what
it
I
some
was
Gen
saying.
Z stuff?
No,
What is that?
I thought that's what you were saying.
What is a yapper? Tell me.
Yapper community. No, I'm saying I thought that's what you were saying.
Oh,
but you were just talking in general about yappers.
Yeah.
So I thought you were saying, like, have you seen the yapper community?
Oh, like an actual, like,
yes. I was
like,
no, I'm not in the yapper community.
That's not up for memberships to Yap.
I thought it was a TikTok, like, it's in your algorithm. I'm like, maybe it's not on my algorithm because I'm not a yapper. Oh my God,
no. I cannot with you. That is hilarious. No.
I'm like, wait, what? That's a thing?
But yeah, like, I like yappers talking mess, just messy, a little messy, but fun, and intelligent, very smart,
worldly,
very, very worldly, likes to travel a lot for sure, just bouncing from place to place, and bounce from place to place, baby, live your life. I feel like these folks have a little fun though. I feel like they do have fun, you know, but don't get caught up in no mess. Might get right anyway,
because just like Sagittarius is always going out the country, people say like, dang, you always on a trip. I feel like Gemini's like on the opposite end because that's a sister sign. They're always traveling, but it's like locally. Yeah, like you always somewhere.
Well, I need to tap into my Sag rising, child, because I've been stuck on this continent, child. Let me try to go before they try to trap us in. Anyway, moving on, child.
Taurus rising, Gemini's second house.
Yes,
always thinking of the money. You thinking of the money. You thinking of the valuables.
Thinking of how you can get to it.
Exactly.
I mean, that could be witty. You could be witty when it comes to that. You know, the finesse, the gift, the gab. When it comes to that, you know, brokering deals and things like that. You know, it is Taurus energy.
Exactly.
Know? So, but
I will say good at calling stuff in.
Yeah. Well,
using
manifesting. I would say manifesting. If we think about Gemini on a, you know, mercurial level, you know, like. And manifesting, I think that's a strong manifestation type of vibe.
Like you can speak stuff into existence if you really tap into that. Yeah, you can speak shit into existence. Use the language.
So I think that's good, but also, I feel like depending on what planet, like let's say you have Uranus in Gemini or something. Oh Lord, God bless these children that's coming into the world now. Anyway, no, just say that. No, because I'm thinking about Uranus and Gemini. But that could be a beautiful placement depending on where it is, because Uranus likes Gemini, it's vibey. But also, like your money could change a lot. You know, it could fluctuate, and so that's something to think about. So it's like I would say having a savings, because I feel like you could be a fast spender. Yeah, you could lose your money just as quick as you can get it.
For sure.
You know, it's giving like. Knight. I don't know why I thought about Knight of Swords. I mean, that's like fast information, but still, it's just like very. I don't know. Just
Talking your way into some
Yeah.
money, talking your way out of money.
Yeah. It's like, it's definitely Swords energy for sure. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I mean, I think it's a cool placement, you know? Your money could be fun, you know? I don't know why I thought about stripper. Anyway, whatever. But I mean, that's a fast way to get some money. You know, tap into that. But yeah, it's like you really are about your bread, about your paper. But also it's just like, be careful with that, because just like you got to get the gap to get it, don't get yourself in no messy situations, especially like, because I'm thinking like loans or something like that. Yeah, I'll pay you back. Yeah, you know, it's like,
it's giving like you have loan sharks on your back.
Yeah.
Talking your way into some money, talking your way out of some money.
Talking your way into a ditch, bro. Like, you need to like chill.
Right.
I was just saying, like,
I knew one Taurus rising and he showed me his chart and I was like, you drive Lyft. Okay. I see why. Because it's that Gemini second house. Gemini can also rule like transportation, cars, short little travels, things of that nature. Maybe you drive left. Maybe you're a taxi driver.
Yeah.
Maybe you're a tour guide. I don't know. Maybe you're facilitating and making your money in ways like that when it comes to talking, communicating, maybe being a little bit crafty.
Yeah, definitely crafty, honey. Yeah, for sure. See that. All right. So we are going to Aries rising, and that's Gemini third house. Okay. We're at home.
Aries rising is always just,
hey, we're at home, you know. It's like it's you know, the gift of gab again, you know, for sure. But very sociable. You probably, I would say, you may have a good relationship with like your siblings, or you have like a lot of friends or something like that. Definitely see that. You know, and you could be like successful, like a social media personality, or you know, just communication media in general. That's probably something that you could be interested in, or good at least. Yeah, I like Aries, you know, rising, because, you know, just it feels a little bit more natural compared to
for sure
other placements. But, you know, but also like, just like your mouth could get you like in the door and get you places and things like that. You also have to watch what you say too. It's like, because that could close the door for you. Yeah. So it's like, practice what you preach and also know what you're preaching about. Yeah. Don't just be saying that. I don't know. Like, don't just be talking to talk. Because some people can't just talk to talk. Just talk. Yeah. Sometimes we don't need all that. Yapper energy. I would say that's some more yapper energy too, child. But, like, you know.
What are you talking about?
Yeah. Well, very curious, you know, research oriented.
So I think that's where like Aries gets that childlike energy. Yeah. You know, they have a childlike energy too, just like Gemini. Like they're very much always into something, always going around doing stuff. Always, like, you know, the pioneers. It's kind of a similar energy with Gemini. Yeah. So I feel like it's like Aries likes to head things and likes to like lead, and then Gemini is just like following the leads of their mind. Yeah. So working together really well.
Yeah. I would definitely say that. Vibes. All right. So
Pisces rising.
Yeah.
Gemini fourth house. Your family, was they moving a lot? What's going on with your family? Your siblings was really important to you? What's up with that?
I would say Pisces rising, I was doing a lot of research on like some of the biggest celebrities like known to man. And, you know, of course a lot of them are either like Pisces risings or Pisces moons. But even like Doja Cat, for example, she's a Pisces rising. Definitely very, you know, like their upbringing, but all of these people have very weird upbringings. Yeah.
I was about to say, I know Doja Cat's history.
Yeah, hers is really weird. That is just so that's why she's weird, because what the heck? Okay. But also,
let your freak flag fly.
Yeah, like Michael Jackson, weird.
Yeah.
You know, I would say I wouldn't actually, in a traditional sense, like there was a lot of families like that back in the day, you know, like large families crammed in like a 2-bedroom home or whatever. But, you know, like, I guess we think about mercurial vibes, you know, it's like filled with music. It's always something happening in the home. Doja Cat always moving. She was a part of a cult. She was a part of a...
Yeah, her dad was like a really important
actor
figure. Yeah. And her mom was like... Yeah. It was a lot going on. And then it's like kind of two worlds colliding.
Yeah. So it's just like the dynamic of, it's just like that duality. Yeah. It's like, honestly, it's like rolling dice, I would say, when it comes to like, I guess how the home could be, with somebody with a Gemini 4th house. It's kind of like, I wouldn't necessarily say it's easy to predict, like, when it comes to like what is happening when it comes to your upbringing. It's just like a lot of things happening, no matter how you shake the bag, and what comes out. You know what I'm saying? And so that can feel very unsettling. I can even see like army brats probably having like
that would make sense.
That type
of moving around a lot, or just like a lot of like maybe you've seen a lot of things in your home with your roots where it's like there were two opposing things, and you had to just kind of live with that. And it's like, oh, well, this thing is happening, but also this is happening. Like my grandpa, like even on the most mundane level, my grandpa's super conservative and a little bit racist. But my aunt that lives with us is a gay black. Somehow she's black. It is like the complete opposite of that. And you're just living with that. And you're just in the middle of that energy. And just like now, maybe you're a bit more open-minded because you're seeing those energies colliding. And you're like, that's not a thing that you see often. Yeah. But also like I'm saying, like the siblings and the close like aunts, uncles and things, like they could have been very integral and important to your upbringing. Even if you do ancestral work and like you are connecting with your ancestors, look into your extended family and see like if you have people on the other side with that, because 4th house is your roots too, and it leads all the way down your ancestors. Yeah, for sure. I will also say like, because I was just thinking about the Pisces energy, it's like you kind of have to build your own world and like what security felt for you. Like it's definitely not traditional. You know what I'm saying? So you had to. It's like that form of escape. So a lot of these people, if you start studying, birth charts, like different musical celebrities, you'll see that Pisces energy. You may know their story. It's like, oh, they had to escape. Like, Doja Cat, I guess her escape eventually became music, but at first was dance. You know what I'm saying? So that's something to think about. And Peter Pan, well, Mr. MJ. Child. Him and his obsession with Peter Pan. And it makes so much sense. The Gemini 4th house.
Exactly.
Youthful energy.
Yeah. But like, you know what? My brother's a Pisces rising too. That's funny. Oh, you know what? Wow, I could use him as an example. So my brother's a Pisces rising, right? And so our family upbringing was we had to rely on our extended family too at different points in time. Because my dad, he pledged Alpha Phi Alpha, but he also was in and out of jail after college, after he graduated. My mom, she wasn't into that life. She was a regular corporate America accountant baddie raising 3 kids. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that polarity between the two. Like my dad was like, in the street. Yeah. And my mama was in the office building. Yeah. The weirdest
complete opposite.
Complete opposite.
Coming again.
And my father was extremely present when he was not in jail. But I didn't feel like
it's like,
I felt like, oh my God, it's the best dad ever.
Yeah. And it's like, that can't be true. Like, like things that like you the average person would be like, that can't be true. Yeah. It's like, no, that was my childhood.
Yeah, that was my childhood. You can't imagine it, right? Yeah. That Pisces.
Yeah. The one Pisces rising that I know told me about his childhood. And I was like, I would not expect that for you. What?
Yeah. It's crazy. So good luck to y'all, man. We hope you're healing in some form or fashion.
Right.
Okay. Make art or whatever you do.
I would definitely suggest that.
Channel something. Yes. Okay. Moving on.
Gemini in the 5th house.
Oh, cute.
Yes. Who was that?
That is Leo.
Aquarius.
Oh, shit. Why am I? Girl, my boy. Girl, this song too tight. But yes. Aquarius rising. It's the opposite. That's exactly funny. Okay. No, because I hear what people say about Aquarius placements just in general. Because didn't we say Remick, he was like the Antichrist?
Hold on, let me make sure I got that right. It is, yeah. Okay, sorry. Yes. Antichrist, sorry, Remick.
Wait, Oh yeah, you got it right. Okay.
Okay.
You got me scared.
No, I'm sorry. I'm overthinking. Gemini energy taking over me.
I'm taking over. Okay. So, yeah. So yeah, Aquarius rising. I want to say I don't know. I'm not gonna say I don't know. It's like it's kind of obvious, but also at the same time, like Aquarius rising, it's like.
I think that's where the mad science. I always call any Aquarius
like
mad scientists, and I think that's a big fuel for their mad scientist energy. Okay.
Oh, it also adds to their detached romantic life.
Yes.
For sure. It's like very flirty. I ain't trying to be tied down. You got the bitches, the hoes, the days, the gays, you know.
Or maybe you have this problem where the people you date end up feeling kind of close in a sibling way, and then it ends up feeling like maybe you lose the spark and the romance after a little while because you guys got a little bit too close in like a friendly sibling way. Yeah. And for you, maybe that works. Not saying making any allegations, but for you, maybe that works. You'd like to have that detached, chummy energy where you're like close and intimate, but you're really chummy. Maybe other people, that don't work for them. They want a romantic partner. They want somebody to romance them. They want to keep that spark alive. Maybe you're not really too concerned with the spark of those things rather than the spark of the mind. The spark of the mind keeps you going, keeps you activated, keeps you interested in the other person. You have to connect on the intellectual level or else you're not connecting at all.
Yeah.
Period.
I would say like, I mean, that definitely leads to like a issue with intimacy and boredom because like Aquarius... Yeah, I could definitely see Aquarius rising getting very bored with their partners. Like, yo, especially it's like that double air energy too. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, are you about something? You know? It's like, are you about the cause or like you gotta have something that you're passionate about, you know what I'm saying? And then Gemini energy is always curious. So they're always like maybe building worlds or always just thinking about different things and different ideas. And they wanna just talk all the time and just figure, you know, it's just like that stimuli. It's like they need that stimuli. So if you over there being just all this earth and just drag,
like I'm like, you're boring.
So it's just like, yeah, that's gonna be
yeah. No, I dated one.
What, a Gemini rising? I mean, Aquarius rising? Really?
The one we don't speak up.
Oh my God.
And it ended up, that's why I said the first thing, the sibling thing, because it was like,
oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, bully sibling.
Yeah, it started being chummy and like, I'm like,
y'all did low-key seem like sisters.
Yeah, I'm like, can we like get...
It was... Yeah, it wasn't...
Yeah, can we get... But no, because that's their thing. I'm a bad romance type of girl. Okay? Yeah, good romance, but bad. Sensual. Like I need,
Yeah, they just a little blocked in that area.
Yeah, it could definitely lead to some blockages.
Yeah,
she put a curse on me or something. Goddamn,
girl. I think I need after we get done with this, I want to talk about curses. Cause get rid of some hoodoo shit. Anyway, moving on, child. Don't look. Good luck, y'all, because y'all...
Right, my bad. We start talking about our own personal...
No, but like low-key, it's kind of queasy. It makes my stomach hurt a little bit. So good luck. Try to open up to people. And I'm being real. This is a lot.
So it makes my stomach hurt?
Because it's like Saturn, you're ruled by Saturn. So it's just like, it gotta matter.
Yeah.
But you never know what their 8th house look like. They could have something to support that energy.
It just depends on how you wield the energy. Where's your Mercury?
Yeah.
How do you have fun by indulging your curiosity?
Yeah, exactly.
You get pleasure from your mind.
Yeah, exactly. So get the pleasuring. All right, moving on.
Right. Capricorn.
Oh.
So much better, right?
Oh my God. It's horrible. My other brother. No, I'm joking.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, my other brother.
Oh, the Scorpio.
Yeah.
Okay.
No shade. But it could be beautiful though, because we talked about Capricorn. Okay, so Capricorn rising in general, because I actually saw another astrologer that I kind of... So she's very like to the point of like Saturn's the worst thing ever. So that's
have fun. Like, I don't know.
So, yeah.
Well, don't have fun. Sorry.
But moving on. So Saturn, so your Saturn rule, again, right? So we have that issue with that. And a lot of times, just like Aquarius, Saturn, just in Capricorn, Saturn rule people tend to have more difficult lives, I feel. It's just like, Saturn is not hard to please. And Saturn is going to strip you of everything, that you've built, especially if the foundation is not.
Foundation got to be right.
Yeah, the foundation got to be right. And so we're talking about routines, right? We're talking about health, your day to day. And, we could talk about work a little bit. Yeah. But I really do believe like the sixth house is about the foundation. I mean, what are you without your health? Mm-hmm. What are you without, your routine, your day to day? And so Gemini being there, it can be kind of confusing,
Yeah.
about like what you should do and how you should attack the day and go about life. You may have many interests and many wants, and you may not even know what routine you need or what you need to focus on. And just knowing someone who is a Capricorn rising, and basically their world had to, Saturn said no. It got to a point, Saturn said no. Bare bottom, square one. Okay? You have to, the thing is with Gemini energy, if we're thinking about it on a spiritual sense, you have to surrender. A little bit in your routine. You have to kind of like let the pieces fall and let it flow. It's not going to be exact but Capricorn energy wants it to be like, no, it needs to be this way. But the I guess the lesson with having this particular placement is like everything can't be that way all the time, the way you plan it to be. So it challenges that Capricorn rising to have adaptability and flexibility when it comes to their day to day. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. That's just like
No, that's a good observation right there. Because the sixth house is already a tough house.
Yeah.
So of course that's something that Capricorns would struggle with.
Yeah.
Like that makes sense. You have Capricorn and Gemini energy in your chart. So I'm sure you could speak to this pretty personally.
Yeah. But the thing is, because it shows up differently for me.
Right.
And luckily I do, because we are fire risings, even though we're not, the energy that it's not like in a natural flow. Like if we started with Aries, it still has the same elemental flow.
Right.
So it still feels
all right.
Yeah. It still feels a bit natural to kind of but of course having like a Capricorn moon, I think my Gemini sun paired with the Capricorn moon is a little bit more difficult. I don't think my Capricorn moon by itself is difficult. I would say like having that. Yeah,
that would make sense.
Because I have a lot of earth in my chart anyway. So it's not really like crazy, but having a Gemini sun, and that's something I'm supposed to evolve into, is a little bit harder. So it's like trusting that things are going to work out. That's the thing, is like earth energy a lot of times has trust issues and allowing things to kind of fall into place.
They need to see it. They're about the senses. They're about seeing things right there. It has to be tangible.
So your lesson truly is to allow life to unfold and to actually pay attention to what you're missing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
absolutely. Also, just quick note on the flip side of that, I think that Capricorn gives sometimes like a King of Pentacles energy or like an Emperor energy, although they're ruled by different signs, but whatever. Yeah. In my mind, Capricorn is the king of Earth. Yeah. So it's like, of course, when you're the king of Earth, you have your sixth house, which is your daily routine. You're going to have a lot of different avenues going. You're going to have a lot of different things going that you have to be mindful of. Your mind has to be sharp when it comes to focusing on what's going on in your day to day, who's going where, what's up. And you also have to kind of be a little bit detached from it with that Gemini energy, because it's like, in order for things to flow smoothly, like you were saying, and to fall into place, you kind of got to take a step back and just let things fall into place for you. Yeah. Your sixth house can also rule like your subordinates or people that you like you are the boss of. Yeah. So I think that Capricorns that's where they maybe get that older sibling energy too sometimes, because it's like Gemini is a youthful sign. It's in the 6th house. It's in your 6th house. So it's like maybe you are kind of like a leader for some type of people. Maybe you are kind of like a mentor sometimes.
Yeah.
So,
but you can also come across as immature. I digress. Anyway.
Who are you talking about?
No, but like, no, it's really like it made me think about.
Oh wait, I forgot you.
No. But it made me think about it. Like for real, it can, because it's like it's if you don't address it, like if you don't, actually see like how you need to adapt and things like that. But like also like we have Gemini energy. It is youthful. It is new. It is a little immature sometimes, and so that I would say that's the shadow side of Gemini in general is the immaturity.
For sure.
So yeah, no shade. Love you down. Okay, moving on. All right, so Gemini in the 7th house, that is Sagittarius rising. Hey, babes. We won't stay too long here because I don't like talking about this. My son is there. My son is in the 7th house, Placid is 6th house, so... But I'm really feeling whole sign right now. It's feeling very whole sign. And I think I started to understand... Because at first I'm like, what? I understand having Gemini in the 7th house. It's that dual, because now we get into the other, right? Our relationships with other people, how we like that one-on-one connection, right? And so it's like this mirror energy going on. And a lot of times you have to be careful in losing your identity in the other person. I've noticed with me.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, like I've noticed with me, and I don't know, you dealt with this, but like having my son there, a lot of times, like I just realized growing up, like even in grade school, I've always did not feel confident unless I was attached to someone else. So like, for example, I've always wanted to be a music superstar. Hey, I'm actually kind of working on that still, but I still have these hopes and dreams. And like, ever since I was a little girl, I've always had this dream to be something. And I've always had this inkling in my body that I am supposed to do something of a great magnitude. It's this weird angsty feeling, but I didn't get the idea to start making music until this little boy, I was in chorus and I was singing a Mariah Carey song. And he turned to me, he said, "Oh my God, you have a beautiful voice. You should be a singer." And I was like, "Yes, I should be a singer." Okay, cool. I'm going to move on. Okay. Oh my God, a teacher. Oh my God, you should be an actress. I'm like, "Yes, I should be an actress." And I noticed I did have passions for these things. But then I was like, I can't do it on my own. These people noticed my talent initially by myself, but I was in like 3 music groups. I'm like, no, I have to be in a group. I can't do this by myself. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't attack or try to achieve anything unless I was attached to someone else. Even the music group I was in, for an extended period of time. I would say we saw, I would say that was a success to an extent, but that's where I realized I lost myself in the identity of an engine or another person. And I would say like that trauma bond, I've had a lot of trauma bonds as well. And so it's like just losing my identity in the other. And instead of like actually separating myself, I could still function with another person, but I could still be in my own individual. And I feel like that is like a little bit of a struggle there. Now I feel like communicating with the other or easily finding those connections, I feel that that's a plus, for having Gemini there, because it is that duality. So that back and forth, that flow. But yeah,
you speaking on identity, that really gives like the Gemini Sun energy.
Yeah,
in that 7th house.
Yeah,
because I can kind of relate to what you were saying to an extent. I feel like my Gemini 7th house energy came out having kind of a Peter Pan syndrome when it came to relationships, or like viewing a relationship as soon as I meet somebody, I want to know, okay, what's this about you? What's this about you? Diving into like your mind. I want to know exactly how your mind works. What makes you do this? What makes you do that? And it's very mental. Like anybody that I do connect with on a close level, I like to know mentally what do you like to put on your toast? Do you prefer this? Why do you prefer that? Oh, do you like this? I ask a lot of questions to the point where when I was with somebody who was a little bit more on the controlling side or a little bit more on the, I don't know how to, whatever, not a good person. Partner for me. Sorry, there's no good people or bad people. Anyways, I digress. Wasn't a good person for me. Didn't like the questions. Did not like the questions. And I feel like I attract, especially romantic partners, sometimes who like get kind of overwhelmed with the questions. They're like, whoa. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I just want to know exactly how your mind and brain works.
Yeah.
But with that person, they were like, hey, dude, like you're asking me way too many freaking questions. It's triggering me. You're triggering me. So definitely very curious about how the other person's mind works.
I would say like, I'm like that a lot too, but I'm more investigative or gative. Like I don't ask questions. I do research.
And look at stuff up. Stalking.
I look stuff up and I just look at you. I literally, like, you may not even notice I'm looking at every single thing. Yeah. If you're in my life, I look at everything you do. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I love
scared.
You. Yeah. Don't be scared. But I literally look at every single thing. Every single thing.
Curiosity.
Like if
others.
somebody needs me to identify a body and I know you, I will know every mark.
Oh.
Yeah, that's just like what it is. I don't know why my brain, but it's quick too. It's not like, oh, I'm just like, it's just like glance and like I know that you know.
Yeah. There's like a mole right there on the side of the
like imprint, you know. But the thing is, like, that's how I was in school though.
I was very. Yeah, I didn't have to study nothing.
I didn't have to study.
I'm very much okay.
Okay, cool. Move on. Studying.
Yeah,
I did worse when I studied.
No, that
real.
Like, huh?
So yeah, it's like very, very weird energy. Yeah. But yeah, like it's just like, man, I know, like, and that also, like, I think that also puts me in a place to trust the person that I'm getting into business with, or I'm getting into a relationship with, or I'm building a friendship with. It's like, I need to know who you are, because if when I know you and I don't like what you got, how you mix together, how, you know, all the ingredients got thrown in a bag and it's not my mix, then I ain't messing with you.
It's not the mix.
So it's not the mix.
It's not the,
at least now with my developed brain.
Yeah, because I would definitely say when I was like younger, I was very much Peter Pan, like that Peter Pan syndrome. Like it's like you're thinking you're a Disney princess.
Yeah, I just wanted to attach to.
I was very
for
Disney
me.
Princess
It's like
vibes.
I wanted to attach to anyone who just gave me attention. Like I really, oh my god,
I noticed people had that with me, so I was like on the opposite side of that.
Yeah,
it was very uncomfortable because I had a lot of people that would like, I thought we were like one thing, but then they would come and gravitate into where like in school, like my teachers would pull me to the side in multiple different grades and be like, hey, are you okay? Like, I noticed that this person is like kind of attaching themselves to you.
Yeah.
And it seems like something's going on. And I'd be like, I don't know. Can everybody just leave me alone? And I would just leave.
So that's funny because people used to fight over me. Like when I was younger, now I'm an adult, seem like, but when I was younger, I would have girls fight over me all the time. Like, no, she's my friend. Like it was my cousin and my best friend when I was like a really little girl, and they were fighting over my attention. I'm like, you're my cousin. You're my friend. Like, what? Like, I would just be sitting there looking like,
no, bro. Like, what are you supposed to do? Like okay.
It's like weird. Or like my friends want a lot from me, and I'm just like, girl, what?
Okay, well, I'm gonna but
that duality there.
We digress.
Yeah, we digress. So 8th house. So Gemini 8th house. This is Scorpio rising.
Yes.
Okay.
Scorpio.
I don't know. I feel like one way it could go is maybe you getting a little too connected with multiple people. I can see a cheater or somebody like obsessed with you a little bit, and you just like, what?
I think this is where the Scorpio obsession allegations come in. Yeah. Gemini 8th house.
What?
Always diving deep into other people's business.
Yeah.
In a certain way, it's like you're always, or it's like maybe in an intuitive, like just, this is the path I have to go down. I don't know why, but I have to go down this path.
Yeah.
And you're like going down rabbit hole after rabbit hole after rabbit hole into eighth house vibes, the occult energy. You know, when you're intimate with somebody, so when you share that intimacy, you want to know every corner of that. So it's really getting intense with
I need to know
knowing.
everything. I need to know everything
Scorpio
about you.
rising, intense knowing.
Yeah.
Intense wanting to know.
Yeah. But I definitely see like other people wanting to like get in that, into you.
Yeah.
Get into you.
Yeah. Could be a little, you know, kind of got a little freakiness going on, you know. You like to also mental stimulation. I think like sapiosexual vibes, like it's like
talking in bed.
Dirty
very vocal. You're very vocal, you know? Or you need it to be vocal. It needs to be the cinema, you know. Hey, you know, that may be your industry, who knows,
right?
Because it also is like Gemini, I wouldn't say it's detached like Aquarius, but it's still not that attached. If that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like they could thrive in that industry.
Yeah, know? Definitely. Especially when it comes to like making other people's coins, you know? Maybe also I think talented as like artists too. Like, because it's like the eighth house is kind of like other people's money sometimes and debts. Maybe you win a lot of debt, but anyway, I digress. I keep saying that. But just like Gemini in my mind is like a very talented type of energy, like having your hands in many pots. So maybe you know how to get to that bag when it comes to other people's monies. Okay, or maybe you owe a lot of people money.
Yeah, no, child. That give me Rue from Euphoria.
Exactly. So just having a lot of different rabbit holes and a lot of different dark places, and I think that makes a lot of sense for Scorpio risings.
All right, and so next we're gonna do Gemini ninth house, and
Libra
that is Libra rising. Girl, you all over the place. Sit down. No, I'm kidding. Explore, but I do see them all over the place. Very curious. I mean, because that's like learning, education. You know a lot of things. I feel like a good lawyer would have.
That's so funny. Because Tyler was in was wanting to go to law school for a little bit.
Yeah,
and then the other Libra rising I dated also was about to go to law school.
Yeah,
and then my friend that was a Libra rising also wanted to be a lawyer.
Yeah,
so that's interesting.
Yeah, law. Because the thing is like the gift of gab though. Having a Gemini ninth house, I think that is a very healthy placement for researching, for communicating, dissertations, writing, of course, teaching, right? That's a great teaching aspect. I also feel like maybe you could have like a little bit of like a mentee, for
sure.
With that placement, people probably gravitate towards you for knowledge in whatever field of study that you are participating in. I feel like that is the diplomacy there, because also like having that Gemini energy there, it's like, okay, seeing the two sides or multiple sides, not even two, and more sides, than two. So, but seeing the big picture, it's like big picture energy. I think Gemini would function pretty well there.
Yeah, I think learning by doing too.
Learning by doing.
I think you gotta get out there to learn. It's like being in the books and reading is cool and all, and then maybe you do like to read and like to be in here, but it's like eventually you go have to.
Yeah, you need street smarts.
Yeah,
street smarts for sure.
Very street smart. Very much wanted to experience things outside of yourself and just get general knowledge on that.
Yeah.
10th house. Who was that? Virgo rising.
10th house Virgo rising.
Virgo rising.
Gemini. I mean, well, actually, I just did a reading for somebody. Well, this can be confusing.
Yeah.
But also, okay, this is what I'm going to say, because I already have a little bit of knowledge about this. I would say this particular placement is not bad. It's not a bad placement, but also it's just like you have to, like, when it comes to like what you do, when it comes to like your career legacy, your midheaven may not live there. It could live in other houses around that. But I would just say, like, I think the legacy comes from experience and it comes from tapping into different industries, you know? Yeah, I just feel like it's a learning game. I feel like it's it's like wisdom, because the thing is, like, Virgo risings, you know, they are the caregivers, but also like teachers. You know, a lot of people go, at least for me, I go to Virgos for wisdom. I view Virgos as a very wise type of energy. And so, but how do you gain wisdom? That's through experience. That's through adaptability. That's through, you know, letting the towers fall and building them back up again. And I feel like, you know, that's how you build your foundation and your legacy. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So
it's like knowing a lot of different things about a lot of different areas.
Yeah.
And maybe the overwhelm can come from, well, which one do I apply myself to? Yeah. And the answer is all of them.
All of them. Like, it's like a it's like a charcuterie board. It really is. It's like, oh, let me taste a little olive, or you know, a dabble of prosciutto. Right. Okay, a little caviar.
Exactly.
Okay.
Very creative and youthful in what you do. And exactly. Wherever you like exert yourself in your career dominance and your career energy, it's going to be very creative. It's going to be very youthful.
Yeah, it needs to be, but that Virgo energy is going to try to make it like analytical and plan, and just like and the thing is like, you have to watch out for that. You can't let that Virgo energy like overtake you, you know, because the thing is, it's like a lot of times, because it's like those are opposing signs, so it's like not opposing as in like a literal sense. Well, yes. Well, not a literal sense.
They share the same daddy.
Yeah, they share the same daddy, right? They're siblings, right? But it's like, you can't let the older sibling like overpower you. You can live your life and do the thing that you need to do. Okay. And so it's just like, have fun. I really do think it could be fun, you know, to experience. I think it's a key placement to like really experience life. You know what I'm saying? And like, and gain that wisdom. And, you know, man.
But don't end up on somebody's basement because you're too scared to try the things you want to try.
Exactly.
I have to say that, because you could also get that overwhelm.
Yeah.
Because I know a couple of Virgo risings where it's like, you want to do, it's like in your mind, you want to do all these things, but you're stopping yourself.
Yeah, you're not doing yourself. You need to do the things.
So now it's like, that's where that immaturity, that's where that Peter Pan syndrome comes in. And now it's like, well, other people should help me to do this. Other people, maybe I can just.
No.
You gotta still figure it out.
You gotta trust yourself.
Okay. Yes, absolutely. Leo rising.
Leo
rising.
Leo rising. Leo rising.
Leo, Command Place. That's where we're. Anyways.
Leo.
Gemini 11th house.
Yes, darling. All right. So, I know a couple.
I know a few.
I would say when it comes to. Okay. Let's look at it on a because we could look at it goal-oriented wise, community-wise. I would definitely say Leo risings definitely could have like a larger community, or like very friendly. You know what I'm saying? Very sociable. You know, wanting to show up for others. You know, be there. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Vibes. Love that.
It's giving local celebrity.
Yeah.
Everybody knows you. You know everybody. It's a good vibe.
Yeah, definitely a local celebrity. Like my fiance. I say he's a local celebrity. He look at me like I was a freaking idiot, but I would say that.
No, it's definitely like literally all the Leo risings I know.
Yeah. He's
not playing. Like, they do have a nice community.
Yeah.
At the very least, a very nice group of friends.
And you know what's so funny? It could be larger. But depending on what your placements are, you could get in your own way. So watch out for that. Just saying from experience. Just knowing a couple of y'all. Yeah, because even thinking, because what's her name? Sydney is a Leo rising. Yeah. I would say she's a local celebrity. She probably look at me like I'm stupid. But I believe so as well. You know, it's like she has a very diverse community. It's like, you know, my fiance, he's a very diverse community. Yeah. You know, even like his community outside of America, like he has a very large fan base, like thousands and thousands of people. He can't see that for some reason, but you know, it's like, it's there. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times these people, they could realize their power, but be scared of it in the guise of community. It's like, oh my God, wait, all these people know me. Mm-hmm. And on the flip side, you could want that even more. It's like, no, I have to reach the masses. Like, oh my God, you know? And you could have that, you know, it can be supported depending on, of course, we got to look at other factors in your chart. You know what I'm saying? Also, when it comes to goals, though, you could have a lot that you want to do in this life. Yeah. So.
And I think just real quick, circling back on the community, it could be a little messy sometimes. You could be involved in like between two people. Yeah. Like you're always in like the middle of something. It's like, dang, can't y'all just get along?
That is true.
That type of vibe where it's like, okay, what's the messiness? Because there's so many different energies that are mingling together in your local group that you're like, okay. Dang, how do we blend all this together? What's going on? So,
and then those groups changing a lot.
Yeah, for sure.
And so being adaptable when it comes to like that is definitely important. Mm-hmm. Cause things could just fizzle out for you, you know. Gemini energy is mutable, is always ever changing. And you know, you may outgrow your community.
It is about endings. After all, the mutable signs all end things. Yeah. So they're like a good close.
Yeah. For sure. Definitely see that. Mm-hmm. I would say, but like, yeah, goals, I would definitely say like you have a lot of them, or it may be hard to complete certain tasks or achieve certain goals because like, you know, whatever reason, like you could be overthinking it. It could just like, or you want it to be a certain way, or maybe you're dimming your light, you know, and you're supposed to shine. And maybe that scares you sometimes, you know, depending on, you know, what you got going on. But yeah, I would definitely say that's that energy.
Absolutely.
For the 11th house, man.
Yeah. And it's like when it comes to your goals and your wishes and things, you could have the same maybe dreams that you had since you were a wee little gal or guy or they, you know?
Person.
Right. Just kind of like that, having that youthful, fresh energy when it comes to wanting to go after what you want to go after. I think it's important to keep it there. Like say you have Saturn there. Like I know a lot of our younger audiences, if you are Leo rising and you're younger, you might have Saturn in that 11th house in Gemini. So there could be some barriers when it comes to it. So
yeah,
could be some barriers.
Sorry, babes.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But you got this, and keep it fresh, baby, because you're definitely, I think, also inspiring a lot of people to be different and kind of outside of the box. And like you just being yourself, your youthful, quirky, fresh energy self, and just colorful and vibrant and nice. It's going to inspire a lot of people to also, you know, that's why you're a local celebrity.
Yeah, definitely an inspiration. I swear the ones that I know inspire me every single day. So, all right, we're going to get to the last one. I'm so sorry. Oh,
you're funny.
Cancer rising, babes. Gemini 12th.
Overthinking is your downfall. Real bad.
No shade. I mean, I'm sure. But it could be a lot.
Yeah.
It could be a lot, babes.
Yeah.
And I think that kind of relates to like maybe that Cancer rising, maybe the emotionality of things.
Yeah, 'cause I think this is where Cancer energy gets that. Like people like to say that they're like manipulative emotionally, especially.
Yeah.
It's because they got that massive 12th house energy in Gemini, where it's like they're just collecting a bunch of information about the people around them and how it relates to them, and just collecting all that energy. And in your downtime, you're just sitting with that energy because 12th house is about isolation, being by yourself. And then it's like, okay, now I know how to maneuver this energy.
Yeah.
Now let's slide. Maybe you know how, maybe you don't. But either way, it's there.
Yeah, I would definitely say it can come across manipulate. It can be because it's just that's like your arsenal.
Yeah,
because it is hidden enemies after all. You know, so that's your arsenal. That's how you attack your hidden. You got it. The mental power. Yeah, but also it's just like you could also think people are out to get you too. You know, if it depending on how it manifests. Yeah, that is something to watch out for.
Or like, agoraphobic, like afraid to like go outside of your house.
Yeah,
afraid to go in your community and your neighborhood.
Oh my god,
like, my neighbor, like, what is he doing today? What's my neighbor doing?
Like hearing voices or something. Wait, no shade, but like not like hearing voices in the literal sense because, but still it's just like, like being able to get out of your head about just life in general could be difficult, Now, if it's empty, it may not be as bad. Like, if you don't have anything transiting, well, if you don't have anything like actually housed there. Now, transits, of course, that comes and goes. That's fluctuating
you got
energy.
Uranus going there. So
but Uranus there, so
some gonna get stirred up in your subconscious.
Yeah.
But as an advocate for the 12th house, because I got placements there, no matter if it's Placidus or whole signs, your inner world is really about finding your inner world and making peace and being comfortable with it, and making peace with that isolation. Without being attached to other people, and just like, I don't know, the 12th house, it's like the house of self-undoing, right? It's where you like lose yourself. It's the end of the house cycle, so it's right at the ending when the next one begins. So there's a lot of energy that is built up there that you might feel responsible for, or maybe you feel like, how am I going to navigate this? I don't know. But it all comes down to how just kind of finding your center, really finding your center. And I think it could be hard for that Gemini energy to find their center.
Because, it's like that anchoring. You need something to anchor that center.
So I would say you could have a hidden talent when it comes to music, when it comes to writing. So getting things out through music, getting things out through writing, being curious about the world around you, like indulging your curiosities if they're safe, if they're not really kind of messed up and violent. But anyways... But indulging your curiosities and just allowing yourself in your mind to wander in that world to be built. Writing that book. Maybe you want to write a book. Go write that book because your inner world is very rich because you have a lot to pull from. So, yes.
Well, that's that. Okay. Got that Gemini energy on out there. That flowed nicely. That was cool. That was cute. So let us know where you have Gemini in your chart. Let us know if like what we described about that particular house, if that resonates with you, or if you have something you want to add to the conversation, or even if you have something that you want us to discuss in like future episodes. We definitely welcome, questions and things like that. But also as a reminder, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, share with a friend. Book a reading with us, tarot or astrology, whatever your contribution will definitely help us create our tarot deck. It's our baby, we're birthing this, and it's a long birth. It's like she's stuck in the canal, but she's moving.
Gotta do it though.
She's moving though. She's moving. We're pushing. Okay. So man, also make sure you sign up for our mail list and just join on the fun. Just continue watching. We appreciate all of our new subscribers. We love you. We definitely appreciate all of, the people who've booked readings with us. It not only helps us with creating this tarot deck, but it's also helping us grow as practitioners as well. So we appreciate that. But yeah, man. Other than that, stay juicy. And thank you so much for watching. Bye.